Ciao Giuventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. For a second video of the day. I hope you already watched the first one, newspaper, where I always try to inform you about what the papers are saying, Italian, international, about our beloved Juventus. But now a second video. Why a second video? For two reasons. The first one is because I was missing you a lot this weekend. I didn't do a lot of video, I did a live together with you on Saturday, Sunday there was nothing. So I wanted to speak about something, and that's the second reason, because we are going towards the new season 21-22, even if this season it's not over yet, because we have 11 games to play plus one, the final of Coppa Italia versus Atalanta. I can't wait for that game, by the way, to win and try to win a new trophy. But people, and they are already projecting themselves in 21-22, they are already thinking about the transfer market, and that's why we are here. Especially one topic about the transfer market is the swaps. Changing player from one player to another player, from one team to another team. Let's see. And why am I speaking about that? Because Tuttosport is not only doing that, but they are going already into details. The players, which player with what player, from what team to what team. So it's not only the supporters that are writing me in the comments, Giuseppe, what if we give, I don't know, Bernardeschi for Joao Felix? Can we do that? Is that possible? Because then we will have a dream team. Tuttosport did actually the same. So without any waiting, after you put a maximum of like and you subscribe to the channel, we will go into detail. So I already explained to you the topic of the video, swaps. Swaps in the transfer market. I will explain what is a swap. I already explained it, but now with an example, what we did, for example, 2 years ago, Cancelo from Juventus to Manchester City and Danilo from City to Juventus. That was one example for sure. It's not always a zero operation because there is always money involved. Why? Because we need to do some profit, and also because we see in certain players some technical abilities that we miss in the team, and the other teams see technical abilities that they need in their team. But what we did also last year was changing Arthur with Pjanic. At the moment, I have to say, the two swaps that we did, I am quite happy, even if I know that some supporters are missing Cancelo. I know these kind of stories. So now 21-22, we start immediately, because the guy that everything will turn around is Paulo Dybala. Why Paulo Dybala? Going back to the words of Pavel Nedved in the interview with DAZN, he was speaking about Paulo Dybala, saying that he already had a contract extension proposal, and at the moment he refers to the words of Paratici and Agnelli. Agnelli that said he received it, he didn't sign it at the moment, so we are waiting. Let's see, will he extend or not? I have no idea. Will we put it in a swap or not? I have no idea. But Tuttosport is thinking, okay, what if Dybala goes away this summer, and then we go immediately in the front page. So you see, it's not only Dybala but 5 Juventus players that are potential swaps. Not that all of them will happen, but let's go. Let's start with Bentancur. Why Bentancur? Because I know it's hot, and I spoke about it in the newspaper this morning. Bentancur swapping with who? With Leon Goretzka from Bayern Munich. So let's see, let's go into that detail. We see all the colors. What does that mean? We have a color for Bentancur, green, and then we see all the players that can be swapped with Bentancur in green. In that case is only Leon Goretzka. In blue it's Bernardeschi, he can be swapped with Carrasco or Milik. Let's start with Bentancur, Goretzka. Can this happen? I would love that it happened, because Goretzka is a top player. He is a beast. He can run for 180 minutes like someone said in the comments this morning. Yes, he can, but will it happen? I highly doubt about it. Why? One thing is really clear. The salary of Rodrigo Bentancur is 2.5 million. The one of Goretzka, it's 10.5. There is a difference of 8 million euro per year. Will Juventus do it? I don't believe so. Now, if you speak about technical abilities, the guy, 26 years old, Goretzka, is playing a lot with Bayern. Absolutely yes. Bentancur is also playing a lot. Bentancur is 23, Goretzka is 26. The position is more or less the same, but it's true that if we do that kind of swap, Juventus will win. Will it happen? For me, 0.0%. I don't believe this. I don't believe that news. So guys, let me know. Do you believe in that news? I want to know. And if yes, would you do it? Yes or no? We continue with Bernardeschi. Bernardeschi, he has two options where he can go. He can go to Atletico Madrid for Carrasco, that is a Belgian player. He went to China, he went back to Atletico Madrid, a player that is playing on the left. He's an offensive player, a bit like Bernardeschi, even if today we don't always know where Bernardeschi is playing, on the right, on the left, as a fullback, as a midfielder, we don't know, but normally it's more or less the same position as Bernardeschi. Will that happen? I don't know, to be honest, because we know that Bernardeschi has always been linked a bit with Atletico Madrid. They love him. Why? Probably because they remember that game, Juventus-Atletico Madrid, where Bernardeschi was the GOAT after Ronaldo for sure. But I don't know, because we still have Cristiano Ronaldo that is playing on that part of the field, so I don't think it will be feasible. Going to Marseille for Milik, for Bernardeschi, to be honest, I don't believe it as well, because first of all, Marseille should buy, because Milik is on loan for Napoli, they should buy him from Napoli, and they can negotiate. Don't forget, will Bernardeschi accept to go to Marseille? I don't know. We go to Rabiot. Rabiot has as well two options where to go. To Manchester United for Van de Beek, or to Chelsea for Jorginho. Now, I know, because the papers are talking about it, that Juventus is really strong on Locatelli. Does it make sense? Does it make sense to buy Locatelli and Jorginho in the same moment, in the same transfer market? Absolutely no. So if you want my opinion, if we want to give Rabiot to Manchester United, I would take Van de Beek with closed eyes. Absolutely yes. Prospect that is not playing a lot at Manchester United this season, someone that we can benefit, absolutely yes. On loan, no, because if we do a swap, it will be a permanent swap, or maybe they will be creative doing a swap on loan, so that every team can test it. Why not? There, the problem is for sure the salary of Rabiot with 7 million. Let's see. Alexandro, 30 years, he can be swapped with Emerson Palmieri from Chelsea, 26. He's not playing a lot at Chelsea. Or Mendy from Manchester City, guy that was injured a lot. Or a midfielder, Paredes from PSG. We know that Paratici is following Paredes since years, like he did for Chiesa, like he did for Rabiot himself. So, will that happen? I would never close the door to Paredes. It's not my type of player. I would not really want him at Juventus, but knowing Paratici, when he's for years on a player, at a certain moment it happens. I would prefer Alexandro for Emerson Palmieri. And then we go with the big player, Paulo Dybala, and you see all the red players are the potential swaps with Dybala. First is Dembélé from Barcelona, that yesterday scored a goal with his national team France. He's 23, Dybala is 27. Don't forget, Dybala has a contract until 2022, so he has to be swapped, sold, or extended this time. Otherwise, we have a big problem. From Dembélé, a bit the same style as we did with Arthur and Pjanic, knowing that we took the young player, they took our a bit older player. Let's see. Then we have Isco. I know a lot of time people are saying, Giuseppe, what do you think of Isco? Isco, great player, great talent, great potential, but I think that his career is already going towards an end. If you see his physical condition, I would never swap Dybala with Isco. What about Joao Felix? I know a lot of people in the chat send me, Giuseppe, he is the guy that Juventus need. He's great. He can play in a 4-4-2. He can play a 4-3-2-1. He can play whatever in the offensive side. He's the buddy of Cristiano Ronaldo. Let's go for Joao Felix. Don't forget, if we go for Joao Felix, that means that Juventus will have to pay, because remember, 2 years ago, Atletico Madrid bought him for 120 million. So I don't know, 21 years old, 27 for Dybala. I don't know if it will be an easy transaction. Icardi, everything will depend on Moise Kean. If Paris Saint-Germain will be able actually to take Moiskin from Everton to pay because he's still from Everton, then Icardi will be too much at PSG, and there we open a market. I don't really see Icardi together with Cristiano Ronaldo, but everything can happen. What about Pogba? Guys, if you speak about Pogba, I would sign immediately. Pogba is the player that we need next to Locatelli for next season. What a midfield. Can you imagine Arthur, Locatelli and Pogba with McKennie on the bench? Would be amazing. What a midfield. But I don't believe it will happen. Why? Because we know that Manchester United already tried with Paulo Dybala, and at the time he didn't want to go to Manchester. I don't know why. Maybe because it's raining, maybe because the food is not good. I have no idea, but he refused. Will he say again another time yes or no? I don't know. And we have the same discussion with Gabriel Jesus from Manchester City, also him 23 years old, a young player that should be able to come to Juve, great player that I really have into consideration, but the same City. Why would Dybala not go to Manchester United and go to City? I have no idea about that. So this was actually the video for me, guys. I hope that you see a bit what Tuttosport is trying to do. They are putting all the names linked to Juve. To be honest with you, in not even April, it makes sense. They have to fill the papers. They have to make sure that people dream about it. Look, I made a video about it because I was interested as well. How much do I believe in all these things at the moment? Before April, 0.0. For sure, there are contacts, and Paratici is already thinking, is already writing the names of this paper. But of all these players, maybe one will come. I hope Pogba. Maybe two will come. But guys, stop dreaming too much. I want to know what your opinion is about that swap strategy of Mercato. Let me know. I'm curious, and as always, Forza Juve.